Okay, so a lot of things have happened in like the span of the last couple of weeks. I left the house, which is something that I don't usually do. I myself am more of the stay-home kind of dude. I go to my job and that's it. And yeah, I pretty much just go to work so that I can eat something and continue to play video games uninterrupted. So when I decided I was going to leave the house so that I could, do more video game stuff, it was like, okay, well, you know what, this will be okay, this will be fun. And I found out there was an anime store about 40 minutes away from me, which is a little bit of a drive, but it's specifically for anime, so I was really excited about that. And then I went to a place, it was like a board game store, and they do like tabletop gaming and all that stuff like that. And that was pretty cool. That place is actually pretty poppin' for just a board game store. And it wasn't like a games workshop. It was like, a no shit, like, hey, you can play whatever board games you want. They had like old school Risk, and it was awesome. I wish my friend was out here still, because we could easily play that all fucking day. The last place I went, it was DZ Comics. And I went there and I was like, oh, I'm just going to poke my head around, see what's going on over here. And I found out this place is like, heaven. It's everything that you could want and more. And I was like, what could it be? What's going on in here? I see all the Marvel stuff, see the DC stuff. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. They're like, we buy your used games. And I was like, used games, you say? So, of course, I went in there. And I popped my head in. Now, mind you, all the places I listed are, of course, 40 minutes away. Inconvenient to just make a regular trip to every day. But we'll gladly visit on a Saturday when I'm off work. I went in there and I talked to the dude. I was like, hey, what do you guys do here? He's got like a little pamphlet. He doesn't give a business card. He gets like a brochure. And it's like on the left side of the store, it's like a comic book store. And I was like, okay, I like this. And then on the right side of the store, they sell like magic cards all over the place. Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all sorts of stuff like that. I was like, all right, so you're appealing to your demographic. And I look a little bit beyond. There's collectibles all over the place. And I'm like, okay. And then I found that they had like a whole bunch of stuff you could buy, like paintings and all sorts of other stuff like that. And I was like, I really like this. I can put stuff up on my wall. And from there, I was like, okay, let's see what you got. I actually got this Akuma. That's Bloodborne. This Akuma. From there, it's like some local artist, and the guy buys the art and then he sells it for them. So that's pretty cool. Obviously I picked that up and put it up immediately because Akuma is pretty much the only character in Street Fighter who looks cool by default without any kind of extra added stuff. So I picked that up. And then when you go to the middle of the store, they've got like an Oculus Rift set up where you can just play it and rent it, which is really cool. And on the very left of the store, beyond that section, they had like all sorts of cathode ray tube TVs, and they're like, we do Melee here, and I was like, oh no way. And then behind that section, there's all sorts of what do you call those things? Oh, tables. There's tables. And on those tables, I was taking a look. They've got Magic spread out on all of them because apparently Magic's like their moneymaker. Everybody plays Magic, which I guess makes sense. Never really caught on for me. Yeah, definitely check that one out. And I was like, that's pretty cool. They got Melee tournaments, and they have Project M tournaments, and they have Smash 4 tournaments. It's like, if you got people playing Project M and you got people playing Melee, is it really going to matter if anybody plays Smash 4? Is that even real? And you go to the back of the store, it's actually an internet cafe and an arcade. And that was really cool because, it's like a place you can just hang out with people. You can just go in there. There was like 10, 15 computers, and there were all sorts of stuff on it. You could play League of Legends there, which I have now. You could play World of Warcraft if you wanted to. They've got everything you can imagine installed on those computers for people. Obviously they got CSGO and a whole bunch of other Steam games. And you just pay, like $3 for a couple hours of use. Literally a couple hours, it's $3. It's $30 for 25 hours of their internet use, which is absolutely insane. But anyway, yeah, it's a really cool spot. But what really sold it was like the arcade section on the right side is where they have all sorts of other fighting game tournaments. And I wasn't aware of this at the time. I went there after work this last Saturday, And when I went, I was like, oh, let me take a look around, you know, see what's going on in here. Because I was playing League of Legends with my friend Rodriguez, and he's absolutely terrible. If you're watching this, Rodriguez, you're bad, and you should feel bad. But we actually won that game, so that worked out. But when I looked over there on the right side, the section over there, I was like, okay, what's this? And this guy's setting up all sorts of TVs, and I was like, what are you guys doing? And he tells us, you know, hey, we're having this Tekken Tournament. That's going to be pretty cool. We have a Street Fighter tournament going on. We got this tournament. And I was like, oh, no shit, Tekken Tournament, really? And, you know, I'm going to set the stage for you here. I walk in, I'm looking left and right, and I'm like, all right, let's see what you got here. Let's do this. I look over, there's like, you know, a couple 14-year-old kids, and one kid's playing King, but he's really not doing that good. You got another King that's playing Lucky Chloe, you know. I was like, okay, so they're obviously scrubs. Because this guy doesn't know how to Korean backdash. This guy's playing Lucky Chloe in general. And I was like, okay, so I'm good. Because I'm at the level where I'm comfortable to fight people that can't do that. I can beat people that cannot do that. As long as they're not, like, technically proficient, it's like Smash. I can play Smash as long as you can't wave dash or L cancel and stuff like that, you know? Or do any kind of really good technical shit. Like, what do you call it? When you hit the ground. Oh, teching in general. So I was like, okay, you know, I feel confident. And, you know, like about 10 people are in there playing some friendlies. And I was like, all right, just playing some friendlies. Take a look. Everything looks good. I'm in this tournament. I'm going to go, you know. And everybody's playing on D-pads, you know, regular controllers. I was like, all right, you know, it's going to be good. I'll be all right. I think I get it. I get like fourth on this one. And, you know, it's like $10 to get in the tournament. I was like, all right, you know, I'll pony up the $10. It's $10. And, you know, the second I swipe my card in the front register, because this room's kind of sectioned off from the rest of it, I walk back in the room, there's now like 20 fucking people, and everybody's busted out fight pads. Oh, okay. So this is the real deal. At that moment, I realized I was fucked. You know, you got like some like 30-year-old dudes, you know, some dudes that look like the only thing that they've ever done is play Tekken and probably never talk to anybody else ever again. There's a kid that was awkwardly playing gloves, but we'll get to him. It was a whole bunch of stuff. And part of the reason why I wanted to talk about this in general wasn't just because I was playing Tekken. It was because the environment of the tournament was just so amazing to me. You know, I was like, the second I signed up, the second I saw fight pads get busted out, the second I saw the way people were playing, once it started, the tournament was actually starting to become underway, the friendlies stopped being friendlies. They started getting money matches and shit, and I was like, okay. You know, this starting to feel like the beginning of that Smash documentary, and I was super excited about that. So I took a look around, and I'm talking to this really cool dude, and we're talking about, like, all sorts of shit, you know, because you go to a comic book store, they also sell anime there, so we're talking about anime stuff, and we're talking about video games, we're talking about everything, and I was like, this is a really cool spot, I'd like to hang out here more often, you know. Then I started looking around, and I was like, people are starting to Korean backdash. People are whooping each other's ass on fight pads. People don't even look like they're having fun anymore. That's when you know you're in a tournament, when everybody doesn't look like they're enjoying the game. They're just like... I was playing for, I was preparing myself, you know, I was hyping myself up. I'm like, all right, you know, maybe I'll take a win in loser's bracket, just one win. I just want one win. That's all I wanted. And, as I know I'm going to get knocked down. And, first round, PS4, we're playing on PS4. The guy I'm playing against, you know, he's also using a PS4 controller. It took us forever to figure out how to get, there was like 10 controllers synced to that PS4. I don't know how to fix that. I have a PS4, I didn't know how to fix that, but whatever. We finally get the match started, and I'm like, all right, let's fucking do this. It's like this 14-year-old kid. And I was like, it's like a 14-year-old man. I'm just going to smash him a little bit. You know, I'm just going to wreck this kid. And then I'm going to take my victory and then, you know, go second round. I'm not going to talk no shit after that because I know I'm going to get bodied. This kid's like, hey, man, you know, good luck. He shakes my hand and all that. And, you know, I'm like, good sportsmanship. Good job, kid. He played Dragunov into my king, and he absolutely wrecked me. I didn't stand a chance. I really wanted to, you know, say that I did okay. Like, I beat him in, it was 2 out of 3 matches, and it was 3 out of 5 rounds, you know, and he spanked the shit out of me in 2 rounds, and then I took one, and then he took the, you know, he took the other one. he really kicked my ass. And this happened twice in a row. So this kid put me straight into losers brackets. And you could tell he wasn't used to being around adults at all. Because, you know, I was like, fuck, he hit me with this combo. And, like, you know, in Tekken, when you're going to get hit with a combo, that you got enough time to just be like, alright, well, let's just watch how much damage I take from this one. Because you ain't going to Ukemi, you're not going to tech your shit, you're just in the air, you're juggled. Once you're juggled, you're just up there, you know? So, once I was in the air, I was like, you know, oh, fuck, dude. And this kid's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. And I'm like, no, it's fine. You're whooping my ass. You know, just do what you're doing. And he was clearly uncomfortable to be around people who were older than him because, you know, that's just weird. And I don't blame him because if I was a 14-year-old kid around a whole bunch of adults, I'd consider them losers anyway. But whatever. I got to the point, you know, where I had spent a lot of time watching other matches because at this time, I was in losers bracket. I was already done. It was going to be a while before losers bracket matches started because of the way that the tournament was set up. So I started talking to people, and I see this dude playing, like, pro-ass Eddie Gordo versus this dude that's playing, you know, a stupid good king. And the hype was beyond real, man. Like, that's ultimately what it's all about. Like, I'm going to go to more of these, not because I know I'm going to do well, but because just the environment of the people, the excitement, you know, like, everybody's just, like, really into it. And Tekken 7, I didn't like the fact that they implemented that slow motion thing at first, but now that I've seen it in a tournament play, it is amazing. It is a great time. I really enjoyed that. It was fucking awesome. And, you know, Pacha, you know, fucking, it was amazing. I had so much fun with that. And I was talking all this shit. I was like, fucking expose him. Like, by the time I left, I was known as the dude that, Mr. Expose. And then as I was watching one of the rounds, the guy that played a really good king, really good, way better than my king. He was, friggin' Korean backdashing. He tried to bust out a rolling death cradle. He almost got it off, but the guy teched it. On the first grab, but then he tried it again, and he almost got him. He lost. That guy that played that really good king, he lost. And the guy I had to play up against next in losers brackets wasn't that guy. It was this really awkward kid that clearly hasn't been around people in ever. He wore gloves, and it's like fucking 100-something degrees in Oklahoma every day, by the way. So, yeah, the gloves, long sleeves did make sense, but whatever, you know. He clearly hadn't washed his hair in days. I'm talking shit about this kid because he bodied me, alright? I took it, you know, the first couple rounds, I whooped his ass. I dropped Burning Knuckles on him with King. I hit him with a couple of my really fancy combos. Third round, he's playing Kazumi. And he spams tigers at me. Just back-to-back tigers. Just keeps throwing tigers at me. I've never played against Kazumi except in the story mode because nobody plays fucking Kazumi. And I got fucking destroyed by these tigers. And this happens 3 times in a fucking row. Then the next time around, same thing. I beat his ass 2 times in a row. He destroys me 3 times in a row with fucking tigers. And I was so heartbroken. But it was still a lot of fun. And, as I said before, I'm going to be going again. Which is perfect segue into what I got to say about basically everything that's been going on. Alright, it's almost like a personal channel update thing. You know, shout outs to the Completionist for your big update today. That was big. That was some good shit. I'm wearing my Completionist shirt right now. Look at that. Yeah. Fucking love that guy. Anyway, 1. I'm wearing this hat because my hair is unwieldy right now. I woke up at like 12 a.m. because I fell asleep immediately after I got off work. And, about an hour after I got off work. And I woke up and it was like 7 hours later. I was like, holy shit. You know, kind of fucked that up. But whatever. We're still here. It's like 2 a.m. now. 2. I'm probably going to be practicing a lot of Tekken because August 12th is another tournament. So, you might see a little bit of Tekken content come up as I try to get better at the fucking game. I want to at least take 1 round, and then I'll record my match, see if I can upload it and all that. See how you guys react to how I do. Personally, I know I'm not going to do that fantastic. My mechanics aren't that great. I can't Korean backdash. I can't do anything crazy like that. My cat's scratching at the door right now, so that's really cool. Oh, and number 3 is I have now moved into my closet. Not because I can't afford to live anywhere else, but because this closet is probably the best place I can go where I don't have to worry about any kind of external noise, and generally I don't really have to worry about it, as we all know, except the cat scratching the door. I don't know why he loves me so much now. He hates me all the other times. He's a cat. That's what cats do. And last but not least, as of right now, I have one of my buddies, a couple of us. There's myself, there's my good friend Derek, and there's one of my good buddies, Russell, I'm sorry, that's his last name. Fucking Marine Corps habits, they just don't go away. Yeah, we've actually recorded a few podcasts, so those are going to be going up on the channel as well. Be sure to actually watch them with your eyes, because, well, if you're into like super long form content, because Derek's putting the time and effort to actually, edit in video clips and stuff like that to actually keep it engaging. I don't know what else, other personal flares, because he decided he was going to edit it. And so basically, watch Derek's baby. It's me, my good buddy Ross, and Derek discussing YouTube stuff. Not actual, like, hey, this is my favorite anime and it's on YouTube. No, it's like, it's more of a discussion as to, things that occur on YouTube, what we watch on YouTube, what we're doing on YouTube. The next video we're going to be recording is actually on a smaller channel. It's got like 2K subscribers, and the reason we're doing this is so that we can discuss it. It's something that I haven't personally really, put time into watching. I just started watching it today, but I figured I might as well, because it'd be a lot better than just not doing it. Because basically the whole purpose of the podcast is to discuss YouTube and how it grows. And if nothing else, I kind of, not only is that I want to discuss this whole YouTube channel as Derek does, but it would be good to get the guy's name out there, because I feel like he needs more subscribers. He puts some effort into his work. When he puts effort into his work, it's good. When he doesn't, I mean, we'll get there. I'm not going to spoil my own podcast here. But we've done a few episodes. Derek's just, he's working on the editing right now. So they'll get there when they get there. Don't expect them to be on any specific schedule. We record them every week. Every, probably either Sunday or Monday. We record them because that's when I'm off. And Sunday or Monday, he's off. And then my buddy Ross is off. It just works out that way. But, eventually you're going to have a solid backlog of stuff that you can actually enjoy. If you like listening to me talk, if you like listening to me talk to other people, if you like listening to Derek talk, it's the Ham Hub. It's its own network. I don't know if he's like becoming like syndicated into the whole Ham Hub community here, but I know Ross, he's going to be a big part of it, and so we're going to grow. We're not just, it's not just going to be me. It was never the plan to just be me, but I decided I wanted to start it right away. I had the equipment, I was capable of it, and I'll just kind of, it's, it's like a Katamari. If you ever play We Love Katamari, it's going to gradually roll into bigger and better things. And eventually, as I said, it's a hub. It's going to be its own little network of things, people you can watch. And think like Easy Allies or anything from the Procrastinators, because they have like their own universe of fucking shit that they do. Or even the people of That One Video Gamer, because they got like normal boots and all this shit, and they're everywhere. Except it's on one channel, it's all in one place, because none of us really have the time to do this, like, all the fucking time. So we do what we can, and we kind of fill in the gaps there. But that's basically it. I figured I would give you an update on everything that's going on. This is my MagFest beanie. Let me do you guys a favor so you see it. This is what it looks like when I don't comb my fucking hair. It looks gross, okay? I don't like it. It looks just... Ugh. That's gross, okay? That's why I was wearing a fucking beanie, if you were curious. No, I don't have a neck beard. I got some stubble. I'll work on it. Alright, geez, fuck. And expect me to actually put out another video relatively soon. I was working on Stormy Ascent from Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. I recorded audio for it, I recorded video for it, and I recorded gameplay for it, and I recorded all of those things separately, but I can't get the audio to sync up for some ungodly reason, so I'm going to edit that, I'm going to work on it, we're going to get there. It's a little bit longer, but it's, yeah, I never beat the fucking level. Spoilers. I never fucking beat the level. That shit's fucking hard. And, yeah, no. But, regardless, here we are, you know. That's basically the catch-ups on it. I might do some actual streaming, so you guys can see me work on, you know, my Tekken practice and all that stuff. But other than that, that's basically it. So those of you who do follow Ham Hub, thanks for following Ham Hub. Communicate to your people. You know, get me out there. I'll get you out there. You get me out there. It's kind of you scratch my back, but blah 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 blah. And you know, if you want to be a part of the network, let me know. This is more for my personal friends and all that. If they want to get in on it, you know that I'm going to be able to communicate with you more easily. But you know, this is kind of me saying, hey, get yourself out there. I'll get you out there. We'll all come together. It'll work out. Yeah, that's basically it. You guys, thanks for watching Ham Hub. Like, subscribe, fucking comment, I guess. And, don't skip the ads. Thanks. Alright, see you later.